What's going on, crypto investors? My name is Nicholas Merton here at Data Dash, and today is July 26th of 2017. So guys, let's do a quick market recap and go over the past few days of price action. I want to start off, as always, kind of with the big change in trend. We have been pretty much on an overall uptrend since July 16th. We had two major big up days, one on July 16th with a 15% return, and one on July 19th with the biggest single day return we've seen in Bitcoin in probably a few years. Guys, this was just absolutely amazing, up 27% in this day. I think a lot of people haven't really talked about the scale of this day. And I want to talk about the thing that makes it stand out even more is the volume. During this whole uptrend, since the 800 era, we have not seen a day with that much positive volume in one day. Even on the sell side, the last time we've seen this kind of action on the sell side, or any kind of side in general in the sense of volume, was back here on March 17th. So, guys, there is a lot of confidence coming back into this market. Now, a lot of people are saying, see, this was a dead cat bounce, because what we did is we wedged out here and then we started pulling back down to the 50-day. Guys, let me tell you something. 27% is not, there's no time where a technical analysis or through technical analysis or fundamental analysis that you could call a 27% bounce, unless you're talking about penny stocks, a dead cat bounce. Okay, we're talking about a multi-billion-dollar market right here. That was a sense of confidence rushing back into the market. Now, of course, we're having a little bit of a decent pullback, but you have to think about it on the scale of things, guys. We were on July 15th down here at the kind of high 1800s, and now we're up here to the mid 2500 area. That's a huge change for the course of 10 days. We've got to really kind of stop thinking about things in such a short-term perspective. See, we see one candle, for example, I covered yesterday that there was a flash crash, and I told you guys, I don't know if I mentioned it, I bought in extra. I've made two big Bitcoin purchases recently, one here in the middle of this candle, one here. So, I mean, technically, if someone would be like, oh, so you're down on your investment, it's like, well, yeah, I'm not selling anytime soon, It's one of those things where it's like you guys have to get into the buying opportunities while they're there, and you're never going to pick the perfect low. And the main objective here is to get these cheap prices and hopefully go through SegWit smoothly and make a good return. However, I do want to mention I don't really have much money in Bitcoin. I bought two purchases of Bitcoin, and then I went out and diversified into altcoins. Now, going into SegWit, a lot of people are worried about how it's going to turn out. I got to tell you all, the sense that we're holding here at the 50-day shows me that there's a pretty strong confidence level. So I'm not too worried about it, but then again, no one knows what's going to happen. We'll just have to see. I don't think we're going to get a fork or anything like that. I think Bitcoin's going to do just fine. Transactions will go through perfectly, and we're going to see Bitcoin go to new highs. That's just what I think. But what's nice is if I have my altcoins in Bittrex, I can instantly go and just sell them and exchange it for Bitcoin. Whereas I don't want to put it in my wallet. I honestly I wouldn't want to do that. So, anyways, guys. Basically speaking here, what do I think is going to happen? Like I said, I think it's going to go over 3,000. The big thing you got to watch for is the hold here at the 50-day. Plain and simple. That's all it is. So if we go down here to the 100-day, though, I would definitely say, maybe add to your position. Maybe buy some Bitcoin and diversify into some more altcoins and stuff like that, or use USD Tether if you want to just kind of get out of the risk factor. Anyways, that's it for watching the chart. Let's go ahead and take a look at cryptocurrency market cap. The market cap right now is doing pretty decent. As I pointed out to you guys a few days ago, the $100 billion market cap would be a hard number to get past, and it never did reach past it. It got around to $98 billion. And we started seeing a pullback. We had a flat area here for about 2 days, and then we started getting the sell-off yesterday. And the sell-off was pretty drastic. Went down from 95 billion to 83 billion, so pretty decent pullback. But like I said, guys, we can't look at this in a short-term perspective. We've seen this before. It's nothing to be extremely fearful of. And now it's saying up here we're around 86 billion. The chart doesn't always update right away, but we definitely are starting to recover some of those losses. So this could be a good opportunity to buy in some cheap altcoins. And I gotta tell you, I know I keep talking about altcoins. I really want to emphasize, guys, there is a lot of cheap names out there. I'll give you one right now, Stratus. Stratus is sitting at almost around a $500 million market cap. Half from its high at $1 billion. That's a 50% pullback. Even with the uptick in price, people are thinking, oh, I'm going to wait for a pullback. Guys, it's had its pullback. And I think this is a good opportunity to get into Stratus. Same with Neo. A lot of people are worried. Yeah, this is ant shares if you all are new to the name change, but people are like, oh, you know, it's gonna ramp up from here. I don't know if I want to get in. Guys, it's much cheaper than its highs. It's not a 50% pullback, but this is what people are calling the Chinese Ethereum, as many are calling it. And you know, I wouldn't go to that extent and say put all your money into it, but I think that it's definitely got good volume behind it, and it's got a nice limited supply, and the price is extremely cheap for how much it's being adopted. So I think Neo's a good buy. And then SegWit. SegWit's another example. Down today, not even 1 cent yet. And where we had the market cap around the $500 million area, it's now down less than half of that. Guys, this is what I'm really trying to reiterate, is the fact that there are so many altcoins right now that are waiting to go to new highs. Even their previous highs, in my opinion. We just have to be patient and go ahead and get in those altcoins while they're cheap. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the big players real quick, because I know you all want me to cover those. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go back. I actually want to look at Ethereum to Bitcoin rather than USD real quick. Ethereum to Bitcoin. We're still hanging around that 100-day. I'll tell you guys, I will say that if you're going to consider buying Ethereum, it's at least in the buy zone, in my opinion. And by that, I mean that it's on the cheaper end. But you have to think about it in the long term, because I wouldn't put a lot of money into Ethereum, and I wouldn't be trying to make swing trades on it. I don't think you'll be able to make much profit on that. All right, let's go ahead and look at Litecoin. Litecoin's still bouncing off that 50-day when it comes to the USD valuation. If we go ahead and do, I'm actually going to search through here, Litecoin USD, or sorry, not USD, I want to do a Bitcoin comparison, Litecoin to Bitcoin. Let's go here and see this. Yeah, so again, it's same thing, holding on that 50-day. I've told you all, if you guys are looking for one of the large caps to add to your portfolio, I think Litecoin's a good hedge. I think that this is definitely going to continue to see some upside to it. It very well, much like with ant shares, though it has less room compared to ant shares, I think it could be one of the next Ethereums. I think it could go up much higher from where it is now, or at least get to that, you know, $10 to $12 billion market cap. And where it is right now, sitting around $2 billion, actually I think a little bit below $2 billion. That's a good return over the next year or two. So we'll just have to see, guys. I can't make any promises on that, but I definitely see some optimism with Litecoin. The last one I want to check real quick now that we've done Ethereum and Litecoin is Ethereum Classic. We'll just go ahead and keep this on the USD valuation. So as you can see, bouncing between the 100-day and 50-day. You know, there was that confidence that came in through Chinese markets when it went onto the exchange. But guys, it's just been it's been following Ethereum here. There's a little bit of fear with Ethereum, and I think it's justified because of the recent hack on the multi-sig wallet that stole $32 million of Ethereum. It's not good, guys. That's not something that, like I said, I've said it in previous videos ever since it happened. That's not something a hedge fund or some large-scale investor wants to hear before they put the money into it. So, anyways, guys, yeah, what we're seeing on the sell side, nothing too drastic. Just definitely something to watch out and see maybe if you can get some more cheap buys, guys. I think unless we see double-digit losses on the big coins, I don't think we're going to have any serious fear here, guys. And I think we're going to smoothly transition into August. And I think there'll be a lot of great returns made on that day once the flooding goes away. So anyways, guys, that's it for the analysis. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys have any kind of idea on where you think the market's going, leave a comment below. You guys got some feedback or an idea you want me to cover, maybe a coin that you're liking or currently watching, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. But outside of that, I'll see you all in the next video. Stay tuned.